Welcome back, everybody, to my last brain cell. And yes, I'm going to repeat myself. We are another episode closer to episode 100. I really hope you're there for it. I really, really do. Low key, it might sound like I'm gassing it, but low key, whoa, it's gonna be historical. It's gonna be one for the history books. I'm telling you that right now. Yeah, you heard it here first. I'm just a messenger. I'm also a little bit more than that, but I'm just a messenger. But anyway, that's enough about me. How you guys doing? How's your week been so far? I hope everything's been good. Happy Friday, Junior. You feel me? Before I ask the question of the day, because I've been forgetting the last couple of times that we talked, I'm gonna talk about 75 hard real quick. It's been going pretty good. So I started on Sunday, so today is day 5, right? So I'm doing the carnivore diet, eating nothing but, well, modified, right? Eating nothing but meat and vegetables. And that hasn't been hard, like, whatsoever, at least so far. But the one thing that's kind of sucking, honestly, is waking up early in the morning, going to the gym. And I used to do that, but then I had this time for the last, like, couple of months just waking up to go to work and then going to the gym after work and then having, like, my night. I kind of miss that because I don't really have much time after, like, I walk and do other things at night. It feels like I have, like, this much time after work as opposed to before, or, like, the last few months where I had, like, this much time. And that's not really a comparative thing, but, like, this isn't showing the comparison, but it's a good enough visual for you to understand what I'm saying. So I think after this week, so, like, tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow will be my last day waking up at 4 a.m. to, like, go to the gym. So here's my new plan, right? My new plan is going to be waking up at, like, 6, taking my walk first thing in the morning, because that's what I do for my outside workout, is I just take a walk outside, taking my walk first thing in the morning, and then going to the gym after work. And I think it's going to save me the mental headache, because I can go to bed at 11 o'clock at night and I have to rush to bed at 9 to be up at 4. That just, and 9 to 4 is the same amount of hours as 11 to 6, but doesn't 11 to 6 just sound so much better? Because think about it, if I wanted to, I could go to bed at 10, 10:30, 9:30 if I want to, and I can get more sleep, but I couldn't do that and wake up at 4. So that's my new game plan, at least for work days, right? Because obviously on the weekend I can do whichever, because I work a Monday through Friday job. But yeah, the diet's been going fine so far, and the lifts have been pretty good still. I feel like I have still a decent amount of strength. Like I'm not, like, losing any strength or anything rapidly with the change in the diet. So yeah, so far so good. So we're heading into the weekend, and yeah, I'm reading a book called the Let Them Theory. It's interesting so far. I haven't read my pages yet for the day, but I will after this. And it's interesting. I want to read more before I talk about it really on here, but it's a very interesting book. And if you've read it, let me know what you thought of it. Yeah. So, question of the day. 2-part question of the day, honestly. Question 1, what is your favorite word? Question 2, is there a word that you think just sounds badass? And I know that sounds really crazy, but I need you to hear me out. So what I mean by that is, like, my favorite word for, I don't even know whatever reason, my favorite word is ubiquitous. I don't know why. I just really like the way it sounds. Ubiquitous. It's a fun word to say. I really enjoy that word. It's my favorite word. But a word that I think sounds badass is Don. And not like the mobster Don, but like Don as in, like, where? Like Tony Stark dons the Iron Man armor, like Bruce Wayne dons the cloak and the cape, you know what I mean? So, like, I for some reason, the word Don just sounds hard. It sounds way cooler than where. And speaking of that, isn't it interesting how we have words to mean other words? Why do we do that? Like, and I know it's not just an English thing, because I'm sure those words translate in other languages, but, like, why did we, people of this planet, think it was a good idea why I think that was a good idea. I guess for the exactly same reason I thought that was a good idea. Because we don't know what the fuck we're doing. Anyway, let's move on to pick your poison. Well, that kind of sucked, didn't it? Oh well. You win some, you lose some, you feel me? You win some, you lose some. I'm really at like, nigga, you need a haircut level right now. I also decided, and I haven't shared this with anyone, but I am now. I also decided I'm not getting my haircut for the majority of 75 hard. I'm just gonna wolf it out just so it like, it resonates with my mindset. Like, lock in. You don't deserve nice things. I know that sounds insane, but I'm gonna get a haircut like eventually, but not right this second. Yeah, I can't explain it. It was a thought I had way back when I knew I was gonna do 75 hard. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna get a haircut. Don't ask me why. My mind does strange things. Anyway, be unable to throw anything away. Shoplift at least one thing every time you enter a store. Never have internet access again. Do I think I could live without internet access ever again? I don't think so. I think I could give internet up for a month, maybe a month and a half. But I think eventually I'm going to want to like do other things. Surf the web, look up information, play online games, you know. So I'm going to put that to the side. Be unable to throw anything away. What does that mean? Does that mean I hoard things? Or does that mean I'm just like, I'm physically incapable of throwing stuff away? If that's the case, can I give someone something to throw something away from me? Wait, I can't put it in. Damn. No, I don't want this either. But shoplift at least one thing every time you enter a store? That's horrible. If I enter like a Best Buy, I'm going down. Never have internet access again, huh? So yeah, this be unable to throw anything away thing is really, it's irking me because it feels like the worst one. Because imagine you eat something, like imagine eating meat, right? Imagine eating some chicken and you have the bones there, the bones just gonna sit there and be stank. Imagine having some vegetables or like whatever, and you didn't finish it all and you wanna throw away whatever's left. You can't, it just sits there. Where are you gonna put these things? Can you store them in containers? But then you can put the container. That's just fucking nasty. And shoplifting at least one, that just sounds horrible. I don't want to go to jail, nor do I deserve to. But I also can't fathom never having internet access again. Like, that's the thing. Like, that, I can't fathom never having internet access ever again. But the other two just aren't okay. I'm honestly struggling because my eye is so itchy. Because, all right, be unable to throw anything away. There's no way. So, like, here's what I'm thinking, yeah? Because, like, let's go back to the food situation. If I put the food in a container and I give the container to another person, can they throw it away from me? But then where am I putting this container? How much am I going to allow the container to hold? Is the container going to be just in another random place? Am I going to run out of these? Like, this bothers me. But I also, again, I can't be shoplifting. One thing every time. You know what? I am going to do that one. I'll limit how many stores I go into and what stores I go into. And if I absolutely need something sometimes, I'll just probably like have it delivered. Problem solved. Yeah, because the be unable to throw anything away from, like, for me, it really like, something deep down was like, you can't pick that. That's just horrible. Let me know what you guys are picking. Are you going to shoplift at least one thing every time you enter a store? Are you going to be unable to throw anything away? Or never have internet access again? And while you're putting your answers in the comments, I'm going to get the wheel of fun. Ready? Can I be honest with you guys? I picked it up and put it on the table, and I was going to be honest and say I kind of hope it lands on anime, but it did it all on its own. As you guys know, I've been kind of interchanging the anime manga talk on here, right? Let me tell y'all something. If you've been watching, like if you've really been watching my stuff, and I really mean like really watching it, I appreciate that. But if you've been watching this stuff and you have not picked up on the fact that you need to be reading KAIJU number 8, you're not fucking locked in yet. What are you doing? You need to be reading KAIJU number 8. It's one of the best pieces of fiction right now. It really is. They're doing stuff. Kafka's Iron Man at this point. Like, that's what, like, come on, bro. Come on. It's going down in KAIJU number 8. And it has been consistently for what feels like the better part of a year. Consistently. And I don't mean every week for a year, but like since last year, this time, with the chapters coming out in the frequency that they do, nothing less than heat. Nothing less than heat. It's been spectacular. And I said to one of my best friends today, I was like, it's crazy to think that by the time some of this stuff is animated, we're going to be close to our 40s. And I don't care. I will be tuned in for all the madness. Yeah, for those of you who are anime only, it feels like saying you're not ready for what's coming is an understatement, because it really doesn't fully capture the gravity of what is going on in the story. And I feel like I'm just teasing y'all. I feel like I'm just putting a tip. Like, I know I'm teasing y'all, but if you've heard my last couple of reviews, you know what's going on. And hopefully with the last few I gave y'all, you've been reading it. It just so happens, too, that it comes out every couple of weeks. Or it comes out, like, in the time span where I'm recording, like the day I record, it drops the same day. So I read it earlier, and it was spectacular, y'all. It was so damn good. Yeah, it's just good writing, good art, it's just good. And I'm so glad that I've been reading it since it started serialization. Yeah, it's one of those ones. It's not gonna have a Naruto run or a Bleach run. Like, it's definitely ending relatively soon. It will probably be over by the end of this year. But it's gas. Yeah, it's fire. So if you're not reading, please read it. Please read KAIJU number 8. I am begging you, because it's only for the betterment of you. I'm here for the betterment of you. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I really got for y'all. I have no real, like, actual anime talk, because the last weekend, there's no more Daima. The last episode, Daima, was fire. It was fire. Seeing Super Saiyan 4 adult Goku fight. Solo Leveling was very mid the last week, so the action should be happening this weekend. I watched Dr. Stone. If you're not watching Dr. Stone, that's a really good one. It's kind of chill. You can watch it like whenever. It's a cool one. I think Dr. Stone's a really cool concept, and it's a decent anime to kind of pass the time. But yeah, so I have no real like juicy anime talk for you guys. So I am gonna leave it here. I appreciate you stopping by. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Please make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend. You gotta spread the good word, right? You feel me? Like, let them know, like, yo, My Last Brain Cell, he's doing stuff, and he's about to hit episode 100. He's promising us some crazy shit. And if he doesn't hold his word, we might go jump his ass. But you can't jump me if you don't tell a friend. And if you're not telling a friend, I assume you have no friends. You friendless? You out here being friendless? That's crazy. I'm sorry. Anyway, I appreciate you guys stopping by and tuning in. Thank you so much. Until next time, my friends, this is King Echo, signing off.